Hello and welcome to my unboxing of the new 8th edition Warhammer 40,000 Dark Imperium box set by Games Workshop. It's a lovely hot day. I don't know what you guys are doing. It's 24 degrees in the UK. Wow, it's extremely hot in here. What I'll do is I'll unbox this and I'll do a few videos. First look, I'll go through the rulebook and things, you get a full rulebook in here. And then I'll do another video where separate video where I'll compare it to the first Warhammer 40,000 rulebook that I was ever exposed to, way back in 1998, which is 19 years ago. So, without further ado, I just found a little knife. I'm pleased mine came today. The postman did come, and then he left, and then he came back because he'd forgotten this. He'd forgotten to hand this over, but I'm pleased he came back. So one thing I will say is I didn't get this for free. I bought this like everybody else. I pre-ordered it like everybody else. There's no special favours. Games Workshop didn't send me this. Like a lot of other YouTubers were sent things, so there's no sort of conflict of interest. I bought this with my own money that I worked hard to get, and here it is. So it comes in this sort of film. What we'll do, so we'll just sort of pierce it, take it off. I didn't get the amazing sort of limited edition rulebook that was £270, I think it was, or £250, I can't remember, because quite frankly, that was just a huge amount of money. I don't like to use the word overpriced, but I thought that was overpriced. Just because the rulebook itself you can get for about 30 something pounds, so you're paying sort of like 220 odd pound more for it being in nicer paper and some markers and an art book and a mini rulebook. I just don't think it's worth it, because you know, you could put that money half towards a Thunderhawk and then save up for a couple more months and get one. So, but there we go. So this is the box. One of these box sets will cost you £95. I think you get 53 miniatures. You get the Primaris Space Marines, and you get the Death Guard Force. So it comes in a sleeve. Just move that knife out of the way. And here we go. So you get the miniatures in its own like little box with this lovely sort of artwork. Then you get the rule book in the middle. You get the two codexes, and you get the Think Build Guide and Core Rules. What we'll do in this video is we'll quickly look at the codexes, but we'll have an additional video just covering this rule book where I'll unwrap it and things. So we'll look at these in a moment after the miniatures. You get a transfer sheet. You've got some campaign badges, Blood Angels, Dark Angels, Space Wolves and Ultramarines. I don't know which is the new thing for them. These shields look quite new. And then in here you've got this, which is sort of like your new whippy stick kind of thing, I think. So that's that. Because they've done away with templates now. Instead of a nice flamer template that you could use, they now do a number of wounds, which is fine. You get some dice. Wow, these look really nice. Nice. Let's open these. You get a base just randomly. Let's have a look at one of these. Yeah, that's quite decent. They look similar to my dice that I bought separate in a big sort of box. Yeah, they're quite nice dice there. Move this base over there. Oh, yeah. So you get all the other bases. Load of bases. You get the little stands for the. I want to say assault marines. I really do, guys, but you know what I mean. And then you get a large base. I think that's for the drone. It's got to be for the drone. It can't be for a model, surely. And then what we get is on the side of the box you get a load of model artwork, and then you got the Death Guard there as well. I've always wanted to get a little Death Guard army anyway, just because I've got that sort of pus paint that I'd like to use on them, and I'd like to use use like the corrosion and things like that on them, make them look really sort of dirty. Okay, so let's have a look at the miniatures. You get this seal thing, so we'll just use that. And then here are the miniatures. Wow, it's getting really hot in here. Okay, so you've got Death Guard on one side and Primaris on the other. So these are the Death Guard. We'll just go through the Death Guard first of all. So these just look like the normal standard Marines, but you've got this, looks like you've got the Blightbringer and the Plague Caster on here. I think that's the Blightbringer. Very spiky, lots of detail. All the models are jam-packed into the sprue. Here we go. Here's the drone and the Lord of Contagion. There's the Lord of Contagion cloak and the symbols for Nurgle. And the Blight drone. So just the 2 models here, it looks like. Oh no, there's more. There's actually a couple of Space Marines too. Lots of detail. I like the chainmail as well on there in plastic. Incredible. That's even drilled out. No way. Wow. That bolt gun. It's actually... there's a hole through it. That is incredible. Never really had a bolt gun like that where holes sort of pre-drilled. Or part of the cast. Here are the Poxwalkers. Bit of controversy because they seem to be taller than normal Space Marines. But then again, is sort of Nurgle. Lots of like little smiling, grinning faces. You just feel like you're gonna get a load of warts just touching them. Yeah, and then oh, you even get some bubble wrap. Wow, thank you. Again, more Poxwalkers there, so you get 20 of them. I must admit, I mean, they're definitely preferable to the old sort of cultists. So there you go. That's all the Death Guard force. Let's have a look at the Space Marines. So here it looks like you get some of the Inceptors here, because you've got some jump packs, and it looks like you get some Hellblasters with these plasma weapons. Again, I'm not a huge fan of these shields on these bolt weapons, but there we go. As you can see, there's sort of not really much room for customization. You've got the legs and the torso and even the shoulder pads all in one for that Space Marine. So you're not going to be able to move the torso or the shoulder pads. The heads, I think you can, because you just cut that that shape piece off, and then you can actually move the head wherever you want. So at least it gives you the option for that. But you're not going to be moving your weapons in too many positions. So there you go. This looks like the captain. This is cloak. Another jump pack. Another plasma weapon. That's his torso and its Gravis armour. Absolutely huge model. Stay tuned to the channel. I will be doing size comparisons with these Primaris mini Marines and Custodes and other characters and things. So stay tuned for that. Interceptor and Hellblaster sprue. And then finally you've got the Lieutenants and the Ancient and some standard Primaris Intercessors. These names, I don't know guys, these names just remind me of Age of Sigmar so hard. Instead of calling them sort of like Assault Marines or Devastators or things like that, like Intercessors and Inceptors and Hellblasters, that's what it reminds me of, these names. One thing I do like is this banner. That's fantastic, and because it doesn't have a U on it or anything, you can put your own symbol there and really customize it. And these are the bolt rifles. Power packs. They don't look too much bigger than the standard ones. There you go. Right, we'll have a quick look at the little codexes, and then I'll do a separate video about the rulebook. So, okay, so this is just the build guide. It's very straightforward, nice CAD designed one. They look very straightforward too. I'm going to build one or two of them and then and follow the instructions, and then it should be quite straightforward. But the Death Guard, I'm going to just build one at a time because I'm not familiar with sort of Chaos models at all. But we'll see. So there you go. I'll be doing reviews of all the separate squads and the separate units and things, so stay tuned for that. These are the core rules, all done on sort of 8 pages. This is it, guys. This is Warhammer 40,000 for your core rules. Movement, psychic, shooting, charge, fight, and morale. So morale has its own phase now, and each phase is covered in all of this. So 1, 2, 3... and then 4, 5, and 6. So 6 phases in each turn, it looks like. So there you go, excellent core rules. Primaris Space Marines, let's have a look at this mini sort of codex. So it's in the same sort of vein as the Talons of the Emperor, where you get 2 sort of mini codexes, very similar. So it just explains about them, the captains, the ancients, the lieutenants, the squads, Hellblaster squads, some painting sort of guides, the data sheets. So there you go, captain, lieutenant, ancient, intercessor, inceptor, and Hellblaster, and then a points appendix, so you've got points there as well for them. So there you go, that's that one. And then for the Death Guard, it will be exactly the same sort of layout. Yeah, Lord, Lightbringers, Plaguecasters, Plague Marines, Voted Bloat Drones, Poxwalkers, and Tainted Suns. So you've got paint guides, data sheets, and then a points appendix at the end. So there you go. So that is my unboxing of the Dark Imperium. Stay tuned to the channel because I'll be uploading a first look at the new rulebook. I think it's 288 pages, coming up soon. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.